Good morning, students. As we have studied about HMM in the previous class, so let us see about the fundamental problems of HMM, that is hidden Markov model. So let us see the key takeaways for today's session. Firstly, we'll have a brief introduction about hidden Markov model. Then we have studied about the fundamental problems of hidden Markov model. We will be seeing various examples, and we'll be seeing the HMM algorithms also. So fundamental problems of HMM are something like evaluation, decoding, and learning. So these are some of the major problems or applications where HMM can be used. HMM has a lot of applications in text classification, in predicting the next word that would be there in your mobile, right? So it has various applications and various algorithms are also there. So we'll be discussing about them as well, right? So firstly, let us have a brief discussion on HMM. So hidden Markov model is in short termed as HMM, and it is a probabilistic model that is frequently used for studying the hidden patterns and in an observed sequence or a set of observed sequence. So it's basically where the observations are available, or maybe a set of sequence of observations are available. There you can use hidden Markov model. So it is a statistical model used by the statisticians, and that can be used to describe the evolution of the observed events or the observable events. So how the events have come up, how they have started, all that can be used. So that basically depends on internal factors which are not directly observable. Now, a hidden Markov model is basically a stochastic process. It has a set of finite number of states, and there is a probabilistic transition between these states. They could be 1 to n states, and there could be a transition between 1 to n states, right? They could be an initial state, they could be a final state, and the next state basically is determined only by the current state. This is one of the Markov properties, and we are unsure which particular state we are in specifically HMM, and we make an assumption that the current state emits an observation. Now this is basically the list of components for a HMM model and can be defined the best. Right? So a set of n states are there, that is q equal to q1, q2, so on up to qn. Then basically a transition probability is defined, matrix is defined, and that is basically defined as a equal to a11, so on up to an. And this is basically representing the probability of moving from a specific state I to another state G. And the state basically defined as such that summation of j equal to 1 to n, where a of ij equal to 1 for every I. Then you basically have a set of t observations, that is O equal to O1 up to OT, right? So where t is basically a sequence of observations that are made, and each one basically is drawn from a vocabulary v equal to v1, v2, so on up to vn. Then we basically have a sequence of observations likelihood, that is b equal to v1 of a1 or o1, right? And is basically called as evolution probability, and each expressing the probability of an observation OI being generated from a state I. And then you basically have initial probability distributions, that is defined as pi equal to pi 1, pi 2 upwards, so up to pi n. So this is the probability that a Markov chain will be into a specific state I. So some of the states j may never be the initial state, that is pi j equal to 0. These can never be the starting state. And also summation of I equal to 1 to n, where of pi I equal to 1. Now this is basically a very good example of hidden Markov model, which has basically various states where two observations are done, and the two states are rain and dry, and the other states could be low and high. The rain could be low or it could be high, and the dry state could be low or it could be high. And there are self-transition states also, like for example, you can move from low to low, that is defined as 0.3 as a probability, and you can move from high to high, and the probability is defined as 0.8 here. And there is a transition from low to high, that is a probability of 0.7, and transition from high to low, that is a probability of 0.2. So various other properties probabilities are defined for the given hidden Markov model. Now, this is basically where the various states are defined. As I was telling you, you have two states here, low and high atmospheric pressure would be there, and two observations are there, that is, there could be rain or it could be dry. And the transition probabilities are defined as probability from low to low is 0.3, and probability of high to low is 0.7, and so on. The various other probabilities are defined. And then you have initial probability, say probability of low is equal to 0.4 as given, and probability of high is given as 0.6. So these are various probabilities that can be defined for the hidden Markov model and the state diagram. So here the calculations of the observation sequence probability is defined, and say suppose we want to calculate the probability of sequence of observations in our example, that is dry, rain. And you have to consider all the hidden states sequence. So here probability of dry, rain is defined with probability of dry, rain, low, and similarly for all the possibilities of low, high, high, low, and low, high, high. So these are the various probabilities are defined, and where the first term is to be calculated, that is probability of dry, rain for low, low. So the value is defined here, and the value is basically multiplication of 0.4 into 0.4 into 0.6 into 0.4 into 0.3, the various values which are defined in the state diagram. So this is how the probability for low, low can be calculated, and similarly you have to calculate it for high, low, high, and high, high. Now, hidden Markov model is basically characterized by three fundamental problems, that is the evolution problem, the decoding problem, and then you have the learning problem. So the decoding problem can be used for isolated, that is word recognition. Decoding problem is basically related to continuous recognition as well as related to segmentation. And then learning problem basically must be solved if we want to train our HMM and from subsequent use of recognition tasks. So if you want to train, learning problems are there. Now, evolution problem, as I told you, can be used for isolated word recognition, and by evolution it is basically meant that what is the probability that a particular word sequence of symbols is produced by a particular model. So what is the next sequence that would be produced? So that could be done by evaluation. So this is basically given, and that is basically given as HMM lambda equal to a comma b, and an observation sequence O to determine the likelihood P of O given lambda. So for evaluation problem, basically two types of algorithms are specified, that is the forward algorithm or the backward algorithm. And this does not mean forward backward algorithm is the same. Forward algorithm is different, backward algorithm is different. And this is basically a word recognition problem where we have been given a word, and this word is typed basically, and the characters here basically are separated. You have A, M, H, E, R, S, T as specified in the rectangle there, and you're trying to recognize the character which particular specifically it matches with, right? So character recognizer outputs probability of the image being particular character. So P of image by character is specified here, and the various characters are given in the hidden state, that is A to Z, right? And the probability of the first character AB is specified as 0.5, and then it is 0.003, and then the probability will go on reducing, right? So with the hidden state, the various probabilities are given and the observation is repeated. So similarly, same thing could be done with the other characters. Whichever specific character it matches, the probability for that specific character would be obviously high. And then you have another word recognition example. Hidden state of HMM is specifically the characters, and the observations are equal to the typed image of the character segmented from the image B of alpha. And note that there is an infinite number of observations. There could be n number of observations, which could be value could be very high. So observation probability is equal to character recognized score that is defined, and B equal to Bi of B alpha equal to probability of B alpha given Si, right? So transition probabilities will be defined differently into subsequent models. And this is the word recognition problem 3, and if a lexicon is given, we can construct separate HMM models for each lexicon word. So here you have Emerest, and the lexicon model for that is constructed, and the movement is basically from A to M to H to E to R to R to S to T. Right? And similarly for a buffalo also a similar sequence is given, and the probability of A being A is 0.5 and probability of it being B is basically 0.03. So similarly the various other probabilities are given. So here recognition of word image is equivalent to the problem of evaluating a few HMM models. So this is an application of evaluation problem. Then we have the decoding problem. This means determining the most likely sequence of the states that are produced in the specific sequence. So thus an observation could be given, say an observation sequence O and an HMM lambda equal to A comma B is given, and you try to discover the best hidden sequence, right, that is Q. That is the specific state you want to identify. So for this problem we have the Viterbi problem or Viterbi algorithm. Then we have the word recognition 4, that is the decoding problem. Here we try to construct a single HMM for all the words, and the hidden state is all equal to all characters in the alphabet, and the transition probabilities and the initial probabilities are calculated from the language model, and the observation and the observation probabilities are specified here, and the transition diagram is basically given here. Right? It is just represented there. There is a movement from A to B and B to A, and similarly with the other characters. And here we have to determine the best sequence of hidden states, the one that is most likely producing the word image, and this is one of the best applications you can say of decoding problem. And you have various HMM algorithms for evaluation, for decoding and for learning. For evaluation, it would be what is the probability of the observed sequence. For that we use the forward algorithm. And for decoding, it is what is the probability that the third roll was rolled given the observed sequence. So for that you use the forward backward algorithm. And what is the most likely sequence, die sequence given the observed sequence. So this is the Viterbi algorithm to be used here. And for learning, what under what parameterization is the observed sequence most probable. So here learning algorithms could be used, and for that one of them is Baum-Welch algorithm, which is very popular. So this was it about the various algorithms, and these are the assignments for this specific topic. And if you have any queries, do not hesitate to connect me at the specified email ID. We are done for today. Thank you.